Hi guys, so this is my final reaction to Dark. This is the end. It's been a crazy, kind of a long journey for this show, but we're here now. This is the final reaction. Once again, like usual, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Stick around after the reaction to hear my thoughts about the whole show and the whole journey, because I sit back and reflect on just the whole show and the final episode, because it's the final video for this show. So I like to kind of reflect on the whole thing and kind of review the show as one big thing. And also because this is the final Dark reaction, we need a new show to start. So let me know down in the comments, what other shows should I start doing after this? Because this has been a long journey. 3 seasons here, we're done. Leave a comment down below of what other shows I should be doing. 2025 is just around the corner, so there's a bunch of stuff coming in 2025 that I'm really excited for. I think starting with probably Severance really soon. If you haven't checked out my Severance reactions, it's been a couple years, but I did those reactions years ago when the first season came out. So you can check those out on the channel. And then Severance Season 2 will be starting. But that's enough of me talking about other stuff. Let's go ahead and jump into this final Dark reaction. Once again, thank you so much for watching these. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys after the reaction to talk about the whole show. All right, let's go. Yep, it's like the beginning. Let's do it. How do they do it all in one take? They straight up just hang the actor for a little bit. Like, listen, you're gonna go through some pain, but do it for the art. Hang yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Movie magic.
Du hast immer noch keine Ahnung, wie dieses Spiel gespielt wird. Aber jeder Schritt, den du tust, führt dazu, ihn zu erhalten.
So you gotta go.
Ich habe Martha und den Ursprung getötet.
Deine Welt und Evas Welt. Sie beide hätten nie existieren dürfen.
Ooh, that's harsh to say.
Aber in Wahrheit liegt er außerhalb der beiden Welten.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Ohne eine dritte Dimension ist nichts vollkommen.
A third world? My world.
Eine dritte Welt?
Me, my world?
Die Welt, aus der dieser Knoten geboren wurde. In der alles seinen Ursprung hat.
This is the third world, okay. And look, it's shot differently too.
Tannhaus, in der Ursprungswelt. Er hat wie du jemanden verloren.
Oh, they told this story before. They told this story, but from a different world. Yeah.
Aber es gibt einen Weg, diesen Knoten zu zerstören. Indem wir verhindern, dass in der Ursprungswelt das Reisen durch Raum und Zeit überhaupt erst erfunden wird.
So we gotta stop people from dying. We gotta stop that guy's family from dying, so he doesn't go on this journey of trying to create time travel. Or we just kill him. How about we just kill him? Get rid of him, you know? Mad scientist, whatever, right? Interesting. So there's a third world. Okay. And the 2 worlds that we had were just accidents that shouldn't have existed. The original, or the origin, was the third world. I'm also just vibing to the intro for one last time. Goodbye. I hope they use this song in one of their montages at the end of the episode. You know how this show does montages at the end of the episodes with like music playing? For one last time, use the intro song as the going out. Paradise. Let's do it.
Alles, was du getan hast, alles, was Eva getan hat dazu geführt, den Knoten aus beiden Welten auf ewig aufrechtzuerhalten.
That's all you guys been doing, is just feeding the knot.
Sie alle müssen sterben, damit sie wiedergeboren werden können.
What? I mean, that just sounds nuts.
Und in der anderen Welt allen ihr Leben.
Their son is the mad scientist. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. You know, the guy. That doesn't make sense. What the fuck? What am I talking about? Anyways, just keep going.
Und doch habt ihr nichts außer Schmerz und Leid gebracht.
How about I just stab myself in the tummy But honestly, at the same time, it's like, how do you know nobody else has tried that before? And that's your cue. Come out.
Eure beiden Welten hätten niemals existieren dürfen. Du und Eva. Ihr hättet niemals existieren dürfen.
Woher weißt du von der Ursprungswelt?
Yeah, how do you know all this?
All die Jahre habe ich gedacht, dass sie meine Tochter ist.
She's not? Hold on.
Ich habe mir lange Zeit gewünscht, dass du der Vater bist.
What?
Sie wird leben.
Aber genau wie du und Eva.
Okay, alright. Sounds good.
Es muss passieren. Damit ich alles dran setzen werde, es zu verhindern.
Yes, motivation. Exactly. These are long-time friends, man.
Habe ich versucht zu begreifen, wie alles zusammenhängt. Wirklich zusammenhängt. Bis ich verstanden habe, dass unsere beiden Welten aus einer anderen entstanden sind.
She had a eureka moment right there. And Regina was really the savior of it all, kind of.
Ich musste dafür sorgen, dass ihr beide im Dunkeln bleibt. Dass alle in diesem Knoten im Dunkeln bleiben.
Dark. Okay, that's why the show's called that.
Doppler, oder?
Hege.
Kein Schicksal in der einen Welt.
So yeah, he does give him the injury, just in a different time period.
Aber ich kann das ändern. Weißt du?
Yikes. Which one gets it worse? I think the eye one. The eye one's worse. Just beats half of his face in.
Es gibt keinen Unterschied zwischen den beiden Welten.
I still don't understand how Helge survived these injuries. He's a real trooper for this. Oh. I mean, did he kill him? Okay, now he killed him. Ulrich dead.
Und hat damit alles aus dem Gleichgewicht gebracht. Aber wenn die Zeit stillsteht, ist für einen Moment auch die Kette aus Ursache und Wirkung gebrochen.
I have no clue what you're talking about. Make it more simple. In English, please.
Und du musst es dafür nutzen, Jonas auf einen anderen Weg zu schicken. Um damit den Kreislauf endgültig zu brechen. Damit sie dem Ganzen endlich ein Ende setzen.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's do it. So what happens here in the moment that time stood still? Hey dude, I know I just killed her. That was a different version of me. I got another plan.
Was ist das?
Where are we going?
Das ist unsere letzte Hoffnung.
Oh, he did it. He created a different path now.
Wie hast du das gemacht? Was für eine Zeit ist das?
Sondern welche Welt?
Jonas looks fucking tired. The young Jonas. He's like, fuck, what do you mean by this time? God damn it.
Ich habe all die Jahre gedacht, dass nur ich allein es ändern muss. Aber es ist ebenso ihre Schuld.
So you have to do it together.
Das Schlupfloch. Es existiert auch hier. Für einen Moment wird die Zeit stillstehen. Du musst Martha holen. Und bevor alles wieder passiert.
Okay, alright. I mean, it sounds pretty straightforward. I gotta go find her. That's probably gonna be the toughest objective. But,
Sag ihm, dass es mir leid tut.
Yeah. That sucks that she had to do that, though. That time forced her to do that to her dad.
Du musst mir das zutrauen.
No way. He's like suicide bombing it, kind of. Yeet, tackle and gone. Sick. Yeah, as you can see, she's been through a lot. I know you haven't experienced your own death, but you know she experienced your death.
Du siehst aus wie sie.
Oh, and he experienced her death. This is a cool meeting spot, actually, for both of them.
Wann sind wir? Was
Warum sind wir hier?
Question is, what world are we in? Is he gonna hit her with that? I mean, that's a Chekhov gun situation if I've ever seen one right there. He literally put that in his pocket for later.
Wir holen jemanden zurück von den Toten.
His family.
Was soll das heißen?
Du und ich
Are not a perfect match.
sind der Grund dafür, dass alles so passiert.
Yes, you guys are not a good match because for like the world, you know what I mean?
Aber wir sind der Fehler. Der Fehler in der Matrix.
Dude, that's kind of sad to know that your existence is a mistake. That's some existential shit right there.
Deine Welt und meine. Dass wir nie existieren.
Sorry, sweetie. It's gotta be like that. You ready to let go? Alright. She's locked in. I see it. I see it in her eyes. She's locked in. She gets it. Jonah's got it. She gets it now too.
Ich habe dich bereits erwartet.
You think they ever get these things wrong? Dramatic terms, I'd be like, I've been expecting you to turn around and somebody else. Like, oh shit, never mind, not you. What are you doing here?
Aber am Ende ist jeder tot. Nur ein neuer Anfang. Du wirst mich heute töten. Martha wird mich finden.
Yeah, but I'm ending the cycle. That's the funny thing. I'm done playing your games.
So ist es nie passiert.
Cycle's breaking.
Ich werde sterben. Und alles, was aus uns gewachsen ist. Und wir sind diejenigen, die es beenden müssen.
It's really cool that they're taking responsibility though for their actions.
Du und ich.
I guess they're a perfect match of chaos together. It's also interesting, now that we're at the end here, I've been wondering who's the antagonist of this show, and I'm just like, you know what, the antagonist of it all is time.
Hat diesen Schmerz niemals vergessen.
Can't believe this time travel show all comes down to the fact that we gotta travel back in time and save somebody. That's just a classic time travel story right there.
Den Knoten erschaffen. Uns erschaffen. Wir müssen zu dem Moment zurückreisen, wo sein Schmerz seinen Anfang genommen hat.
It's crazy, dude. One guy lost his entire family and was like, time travel, and then created all of this. One dude.
Es beginnt.
Here we go. Here's the bridge. These crazy lunatics right here. Honestly, though, it's a harsh reality for them to both accept that they were a mistake. Where we at? Yeah, that's it. We've transcended time and space.
Jonas!
Yo, imagine doing a photo shoot, dude, in the hallway like this. Imagine doing a photo shoot. It'd be sick. The small gap in time is stopping. Go, third world.
Ach, da bist du.
Oh, wait.
Der Junge, der da steht.
Young Martha.
Aber da ist niemand. Da ist doch nur eine Schranke.
How come she can see it? Because of their entanglement. Oh, that's so cute. He's wearing his rain jacket.
Was ist denn da?
Da steht ein Mädchen.
Those are the two worlds, right? They're two worlds. That's not what they need. They need a third world. It looks like they're about to it looks like they're reaching a corner. Are they? Oh my god, they are. The show knew what they were doing with that shot specifically. Here we go, third world shenanigans.
Ist kein Wunder, dass Mama das nicht mehr ausgehalten hat. Deine ewigen Vorträge, Big Bang, Big Crunch. Hast du Sonja mal gefragt, ob sie das überhaupt interessiert?
Es regnet draußen.
No, maybe you shouldn't go outside, you know? Maybe you shouldn't get in the car and start driving in the rain.
Und dass das, was wir wissen, ein Tropfen in einem unendlichen Ozean ist, ja? Wenigstens da hast du mal recht gehabt.
Nice quote.
Mich hat er nie gesehen.
I'm waiting for the car crash to happen. By the way, this is our first introduction of 2 new characters, I feel like, for a long time. There's like 2 new characters here. I was about to say, no way they caused the car accident. Just delay him just enough to miss his car accident.
Die Brücke ist gesperrt.
Komm, geht mal nach Hause.
Wait, take us home.
Tropfen. Was wir nicht wissen, ein Ozean.
I see what he's doing here, but I feel like there was a much easier way to convince him not to go to the bridge.
Die Brücke ist gesperrt.
Alright, just drive safely. You know, just drive safely.
Weißt du was, du hast recht. Wir sollten morgen fahren.
Okay. Alright. Things have been changed. Wait, so what now? Do we just like wait to disappear? Just stand there looking at our hands? Well, why am I fading away? It's interesting to look at this and be like, this is about to delete 2 whole worlds.
Magst du?
Charlotte hatte ich auch schon vermisst.
But Charlotte? What? Alright, Charlotte.
Glaubst du, es hat funktioniert?
Yeah, no, it's so interesting because like the other 2 worlds could already be deleted. Who knows? You know, who knows?
Glaubst du, dass irgendetwas von uns bleibt? Das ist das, was wir dann sind. Ein Traum.
Ooh.
Das hat es
That's
nie
deep.
wirklich gegeben.
Oh boy. That's a loaded question. Come on, no way.
Wir passen perfekt zusammen.
One last time.
Glaub nie etwas anderes.
Oh, that's cute. And sad. The loop has been broken officially. So what now, really?
Trees of green.
Playing this, really? This works too, I guess, as the final song.
What a wonderful world.
Wild, dude. Wild. 2 worlds just straight up despairing. I was about to say, that can't be it. Come on.
Nimmst du mal? Ich mache mal eine Flasche auf, oder?
Ja, mach mal. Hilf mir doch mal. Komm. Komm ich auch einen Schluck?
Ja.
Regina is alive and well here.
Dein Auge. Das sieht viel besser aus.
Du hast uns nie erzählt, was da eigentlich genau passiert ist.
Oh my god, it's him.
Komm, erzähl.
Komm, erzähl.
Aber ihr müsst versprechen, dass es niemandem weiter erzählt.
Erzähl.
We're gonna finally find out what happened to his eye.
Letzten Sommer ist...
Oh. Okay, I get it. It's a bit.
Ist alles okay?
The hell does she see? Oh my god. Rain jacket.
Ich weiß auch nicht. Ich glaube, ich hatte gerade ein Déjà-vu oder sowas.
Dream of another world.
War die Welt zu Ende? Die Welt war zu Ende?
Dreaming of another world.
Wenn die Welt heute untergeht und ihr hättet einen Wunsch frei, was würdet ihr euch wünschen?
Eine Welt ohne Winden.
Jeez.
Eine Welt ohne Winden.
It's an interesting group of characters to end with here.
Sieht so aus, als ob Winden nicht so einfach gehen will.
Habt ihr schon einen Namen?
Jonas, drop it. You know, look directly into the camera and say it.
Ich glaube, ich finde Jonas einen schönen Namen.
They will be born in this world. I think I saw Katrina was pregnant too. What an interesting ending that was. Now I'm gonna take a bit of time to think about this, and then I'll see you in the after talk, which for you would just be right away. For me, it'll be a little bit of thinking time here. As you may be able to tell by the length of my beard, it's been a while since I did that reaction, and now I'm doing the post kind of analysis on the whole show of Dark. And the way I do this is And the reason I do this is because I want to finish the finale, and I want to take time to kind of think about the finale and think about the whole show in general, and just kind of talk to you guys about it and just kind of wrap up this chapter for this channel. And now, listen, I understand that people tuning into this are huge Dark fans. You know, you guys have been very, very supportive for this. So I do have negatives about the show. I will be talking about them. But let's start off with the positives. The positives will forever be that this show and the creators had the most fun with the time travel concept. I always loved that. They did the most. They were like, we're going to surprise fans in incredible ways while using our time travel thing that we have going on in this show, and we're going to have so much fun with it, and we're going to create this super expansive story, this massive story. And I would say that is this show's strength while also being this show's weakness. You know what I mean? Traveling across different time periods, seeing different versions of ages of characters and how they form relationships, how they like betray each other, where it all kind of goes. It's very, very interesting, right? It's very cool. It leads to really dope reveals. But at the same time, it is the show's weakness, because I think at the end of the day, thinking back on it, I found it difficult to connect to a lot of characters or attach myself to a character. I would say that at the end of this whole show, when I think back on Dark, the concept, the time travel, and the questions of, all right, I gotta see where this is going, is what kept me engaged. I wouldn't really say it's the characters, although I really did like a lot of the characters here, but I wouldn't say I fell in love with any of the characters here. To be honest, now that I think about it, it's like, who was my favorite character out of this show? Now, a lot of you might say it's Jonas or Martha, because they are, I guess, in an ensemble kind of cast, and this is an ensemble here going on with a lot of different actors, a lot of different characters. You know, a lot of you would say that Jonas and Martha are your favorites because they are the leads of this. But even then, I never really thought of Jonas. I understood that he's the lead of this show, but I never really was like, wow, he's an incredible lead. You know what I mean? The last show that we did was Mr. Robot. Before Dark, we did Mr. Robot. Damn, that seems so long ago. Rami Malek, Mr. Robot, Elliot Alderson in that show. He is the main character. He is very, very interesting as a character. I like spending time with him. I like seeing where he goes. With Jonas, it's like he's a moody teen that's time traveling and seems to fall for the same kind of traps, I would say. But then also you get into the thing of there are different versions of Jonas, right? And even then, I wouldn't say any version of Jonas is that super interesting, because they're so depressing, you know what I mean? And Martha too. Martha, she's cool. Jonas, he's cool. But I would never say that they're my super favorite characters, especially out of this show, that I will really be thinking about Jonas and Martha leaving the show. What I will be thinking when leaving the show, what I will be thinking about is how cool the time travel thing was, is how massive the story was, and the complex writing that the creators kind of put down on paper here. Some of my favorites are Katrina. I've always kind of said this. Ulrich. I liked Ulrich, but I only liked one version of Ulrich, and that's the middle-age version of Ulrich. And that goes into, again, my problem with the show and being so massive and, playing around with different versions of characters. I liked the actor who was playing middle-age Ulrich, where we started, and I liked the character. I found the character really interesting. But then, at the end of season 1, after season 1, he takes a massive backseat for the rest of the show. Kind of all versions of Ulrich take a massive backseat. But this version specifically, which was my favorite version, just completely takes a backseat, right? And then he does kind of the same thing that he did in season 1, because it's an all loop, in season 3. So it's where is the progression that I would have liked to see? I get that the show's concept is that they're stuck in a loop, but I would have liked to see more. I attached myself, or some of my favorite characters were different versions of characters. I liked Aegon. I actually liked the two versions of Aegon that we saw. Aegon, right? That's the police officer. Yeah, I actually liked 2 of his versions. I liked the older one, and I liked the middle-aged one. But again, because the show's structured so bang, 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 you get one scene, you get one scene, you get one scene. We gotta keep moving, keep moving, especially through time periods. They don't really get like super great moments to shine. Okay, they get moments to shine, but I'm like, damn, spend a little bit more time there because I'm enjoying this actor's performance or this actress's performance. I'm enjoying this version of the character, and now you're gonna come back to another version of the character. Like, for example, again, with Ulrich, middle-aged version, I was interested in. I was like, what's going on there? That guy like cheats on his wife, and he's like a player. He's also like this. In season 1, he was this father that was really, really determined to find his son. Like, he was going crazy over it. And then he becomes this old man. Then there's also a younger version of him. And they're not as interesting as the middle-aged version of him. But then again, the middle-aged version, after season 1, I would say takes a massive backseat. His whole character actually takes a backseat in all versions. Hopefully I did a good job of explaining kind of where my head is at with this show. Again, the expansive nature of this story is its strongest asset, but it's also its biggest negative, I would say. Really, like in season 3, and kind of like reaching the end, the show started speeding up the more like kind of time period traveling that we're doing. And now we're actually traveling between worlds too. You know, it's doing that camera trick that it likes to do to show us that we're switching universes. It started speeding that up because it's like, all right, we got to get to the answers. Let's speed this up. So we started spending actually less and less time with people. We know the origin of this character. Well, he is the origin. You know, the season 3 starts with Jonas and Martha's son. He barely says anything. He's very interesting. It's like, oh, where does this guy come from? What does he really want? It's explained, but I think they could have done much more there. He starts off the season 3 that is, he starts it off really strong. New character, boom, there. Oh, that's interesting. Who is that? Towards the middle, we find out who that is. And towards the end, he kind of fades away because the other storylines and the other characters become much more important. But let's talk about that ending real quick. What did you think about the ending when you first saw it? Let me know down in the comments. What did you think about the whole show? Let me know down in the comments. What I think about the ending, and again, the more I think about it, I'm like, that's where you landed at? Is that this whole thing, this whole loop that they were stuck in, and they were trying to break the loop towards the last couple of episodes, you introduce a third world. Now, this third world, it's not like introduced out of nowhere. It was hinted at throughout the show, kind of, but it gets more hinted at in season 3. You can kind of, when you realize that there's a third world at the end, you kind of start to pick up some of the hints at it at a third world. But then it just kind of drops it on you in the final 2 episodes. And then that turns out to be the resolution, that there was a third world, the main world. And then you kind of find out that a lot of the characters that you spend time with got erased. Kind of none of it really mattered. At the end of the day, we see people in the main world sitting at a table. They're sitting at a table. You know, those characters are alive. Those characters are good. And Hannah is like, I'm pregnant with Jonas. I think Katrina was pregnant with somebody, maybe? I didn't go back and like look at the episode between like me recording this and the reaction. But I think she was, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, Jonas is going to be born either way. I don't know if it's going to be Jonas because Waller is with Hannah, is he not? So is it really gonna be? It's gonna be a kid named Jonas. I don't know if it's gonna be the same DNA, you know, matched. Like you find out, okay, some characters are here, they're important, but a lot of the other characters that you saw got erased. None of it actually mattered. It kind of has this effect of being like, oh, everything was a dream. I mean, it literally has that effect because the show ends with Hannah thinking, you know, looking at this rain jacket and being like, I had a vision. Or a dream, you know, she says. So it kind of has that effect. I do also think if you're ever going to recommend your friends to watch the show or anybody, tell them that they have to kind of binge it. You have to binge this show. Because if you watch it and you take a pause for a while, I've done that during these reactions. That's why these reactions took so long to get out to you guys. Sorry about that, but that's just how life be. You can get lost because the story is so complex sometimes. I do a pretty good job because I do a pretty good job at paying attention to shows, I think. But I think a normal person would be like, okay, where did I leave off? Who's where? What's going on? Because the story is so complex. So yeah, overall, I would say Dark as a show, it's a fantastic science fiction show. It's a show that I will be thinking about in the future, being like, damn, that was written so well and so complex, but yet it had its flaws. It's definitely one of the best time travel things that I've seen because of how much fun they have with the time travel, like I keep saying. But yeah, at the end of the day, I do have problems with it. And I think that's okay. You know, not every show can be like a perfect show. So yeah, man, what an interesting journey this was. I am really happy I checked this out. And it's really funny that I started the whole thing being like, no, I'm going to watch this dubbed. It's fine. I watched so many things dubbed. And you guys crucified me in the comments in that first reaction. And we stuck with German the whole way. And yeah, you guys were right. The German adds so much to it, the original language. What's the next show we should do, huh? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed these dark reactions, really thank you guys so much for all the support on this journey. I know this journey took a little longer than the other reactions, but thank you guys so much for sticking around for these. And make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments what other shows we should be reacting to. I usually announce this or put up a poll in the community tab, so keep an eye out for that if you want to kind of vote or suggest any other shows in the future. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.